Hey everybody, welcome to Grace with Paul Gray. This is a bit of an unusual setting for my visits with you all. I wanted to give you the best possible example of flowing water, continual flowing water. And since I don't live close to Niagara Falls, this was kind of the best that I could come up with. You can see that this water is just continual and it's flowing all the time. What do you think of when you think of the Trinity? You know, for years, for centuries really, Christianity has kind of ignored the Trinity, throwing the name in here or there, like Trinity Lutheran Church or Trinity Methodist Church, or I baptize you in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. But really, it's pretty much been a forgotten concept until just recently. And in the last 75 years or so, all kinds of writers have been coming out, teachers and students, theologians have been coming out and talking about the Trinity and how the Trinity is, in its essence, relationship. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit always have been one. Three different personalities, but one in essence. And I think it was C.S. Lewis who coined the phrase, or started the phrase, the Trinitarian dance. And then the Torrance brothers and Baxter Kruger and others, Richard Rohr now and many others, talk about the great Trinitarian dance of love and everything the good that flows from that love, joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and gentleness and the faith of Christ, and always being under control of the Holy Spirit, and grace and compassion and mercy and all of those things. And there are many scriptures, and this week I'm going to talk about them. I've got 16 of them that I'm going to, the next 4 days, I'm going to do 4 each and just talk for like a minute or so on each one. But there are many scriptures in the New Testament that talk about things that flow from our relationship with God, that flow from the Holy Spirit of Christ in us, that flow from the Trinity. And there's this never-ending flow. See, we have been we've been included, we've been divinely included by Jesus in his relationship with the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. I mean, a good picture of this is an atom. We've seen pictures of atoms with protons and neutrons and electrons just continually flowing, and then a little dot in the middle of that, Well, that's us, and we have all been included in that divine Trinitarian flow of love and everything good that comes from it. Now, we have total access to that 24/7, all the time, every second of every minute. It's like this water that continually flows. And if you think of an old water wheel on a mill that brings water up, flowing in all the time, and then turns something that will benefit commerce in some way or another. If you think about that, a bucket of water comes up and empties itself out, and when it comes up out of the water, it's filled up again, and it keeps going, and it can do that and empty itself out and give over and over and over and over and over again, because it knows that it's constantly going to be filled up, filled up, filled up, giving, filled up, giving, filled up, giving. That's the way of this continual flow of water is. It's like Niagara Falls, but that flow is in us, and we are part of that. So if we grasp that and avail ourselves of what already is, then we will never have any fear or any reluctance to give grace, love, unforgiveness, healing, all kinds of things. We won't have, I think I said unforgiveness, I meant forgiveness. We won't have any fear in giving, thinking that, we're going to get taken advantage of, or we're going to give so much that we're not going to have anything else. When we understand this continual flow of love and everything that comes from it through us, we know we can continually give, because we'll always be refilled, and replenished. Hope you'll join me the rest of this week as we talk about this some more. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.